Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's new makeup releases. We are going to chat about the new makeup that's been released, announced and sneak peeked, and I am going to let you know what I think about it, and then you let me know down in the comments what you think about it. And remember, it is okay if we disagree. Friends do not always agree, but friends are always respectful and kind towards each other. And if you haven't been here before, if this is your first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I am such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related. I especially love things that are a little bit more colorful, like this look right here. So if you want to see some more makeup and color in your timeline, definitely do subscribe because I upload several videos every week. This week I actually have had only smaller brands and like indie brands on my channel. I've done 4 videos of like smaller indie brands and like the City Color Cosmetics palette, like stuff that I've never like myself tried or from smaller brands. So if you're interested in like indie brands and stuff from like smaller makeup brands, definitely this week I had a bunch of videos about that if you missed it. And what else do I want to say? Oh, this look, I did film it. I filmed it for TikTok/Instagram. I'm probably going to put the reel up on both places because I did film this as a bit of a tutorial. Wow. I have a dog sleeping here under, so if you hear someone snoring, that's the dog. I am actually wearing, I will link in a pinned comment everything that I have on my face right now in case you're interested. And I did use my palette with Unizai together with the new Solmåne palette from Unizai. So let's actually talk about that first. And I will also link and put like as much descriptions and like everything that I can in the description box. If you're wondering about any of these releases that I talked about, where can I find it? When is it being released? Is there any codes? Because I do have codes with some of these brands, and I will leave that in the description box. So don't forget to check the description box if there's anything you're wondering about. Let me scoochie to the side. I think I'm doing pretty okay. I don't know how the lighting is today. I feel like it's dark. Is it dark? It's a little cozy. Let's go with cozy. Let's actually start with the new Solmåne 2 collection from Unizai. Unizai is a Swedish indie brand. This is the palette. I'm showing you a picture of a bunch of things here. Unizai is a Swedish indie brand. I mean, I did my collab with Unizai. This is the Hella palette right here. Mine is pretty well used. Are you leaving now? You leaving me? He's like, that's it. Lady, you talk too much. One can get some sleep here. But they're releasing this Solmåne collection today on Friday the 20th, and you can use my code Angelica to get 10% off your order. I do have a full video on this, and this video was up as a bonus video. I've had it filmed and like edited for a long time, and that was live on Sunday, right? And I will leave a link to that as well down below if you want to see 2 looks, if you want to see swatches of this very gorgeous palette, swatches of all the new eyeliner pens that they released, and also all the new blushes and single highlighters. Like, it's a whole ordeal, and I will leave that video down below. Remember, it releases today. I will put the exact release time down in the description box in case you were interested in this release. I also wanted to say that, let me move myself in the chair. I also will say that I have added more tiers to my membership because I wanted to get into doing some membership lives, but I've been talking about this some weeks back. My mental health has been a little bit shaky and I haven't been feeling confident enough to do full-on lives, so I'm gonna do membership only lives for the people in tier 2 or tier 3. The membership, it's optional. It's if you want to, and if you don't want to, there's still gonna be all these videos available on my channel, but my membership is optional and you can read all about it down in the button next to the subscription button or in a link in my description box. If you want to see what it's all about, that live is gonna be tomorrow. I will put up a reminder on my community tab, but I also have already a post on my community tab which time it's going to be and all of that. So tomorrow it's going to be live. It's going to be pretty small and intimate live because we are not that many people. They're in the tier 2 or 3, so it's going to be a smaller live. I just wanted to remind you because that is happening tomorrow. But yeah, this Oden collection, I'm not going to harp on that for too long because like I did a full video on it, and if you want to check it, please do. I don't think there is... Oh, I do have this one. Wait, let me go get this one because I actually... Hold. Okay, so Urban Decay are releasing mini naked palettes and they sent me one of them. I'm not 100% sure why they decided to send this one to me. They did have some kind of a... Okay, this was so fun. I actually like how Urban Decay is doing their PR because they will usually send out like, hi, we're releasing something soon. If you want to opt in, fill in the survey. I like that. That's a really nice way of doing it. But since they weren't really giving away anything about this release, they were basically like, we are releasing something, what was it? We're releasing something new in the Naked family. Let us know which one of these 3 OG Urban Decay shades is your favorite. And this is this is called the Berry palette. And let me tell you, I don't think any of these are berry. I don't think any of these are berry. Is it? I think it's Naked Sin, and they're describing it as a berry palette, right? Maybe they're not. Maybe it's me like just thinking. But listen, this is a mini Naked 3. That's what this is. This is a mini Naked 3. But basically they were showing like, do you like this one most? Do you like this one most? Or do you like this one most? And you had to pick one of those three. And I'm guessing what you picked is what you got. But all three of the shades were beiges. And that pretty much gave it away that this is just gonna be like, they were like literally giving me 3 beige shades and they're like, pick your favorite. It's like, what do you mean? But yeah, obviously I picked one and this is what they sent me. There's also one that they're claiming is green and one that they're claiming is like more clayey. I feel like all of these are just extremely neutral, and I get where they are coming from, and I'm sure some people are going to be super intrigued by this. I will say these 2 shades here, like the 2 shimmery that's almost to the end, like these 2, they look so similar. It's a little... These aren't for me. These aren't for me. I will say I haven't tried it. Maybe it's awesome quality. If you'd like me to like include this in a get ready with me or something like that, please do let me know. If you want me to do a reel on it, like let me know, because like I have it. I didn't do a video on it because it's only I don't want to sound ungrateful, because I'm definitely not ungrateful, but it's only one of the 3, and this is a very neutral release. I thought that there were probably other people out there that would make a better video on these, that had all 3 of them, or that were really into neutrals. So for me, I'm not going to do a dedicated video on it, but if you're interested in seeing it, please let me know. I think, are these available? Let me look-see. 3 mini palettes inspired by our fan favorite Naked shades. Yeah, Sin, Foxy, and Half Baked. Those were the 3 shades that showed me. They were all beige. It is available May 20th on their website, which is the day that you're watching this. So I will link it down below. Maybe you're extremely intrigued by this. I will say packaging is beautiful. Size of this, absolutely stunning. Other than that, for me, I wouldn't have bought it if they didn't send it to me in PR. Let me just sum it up like that. I did show you this one as well, because this one was like ninja released just after I filmed last week's episode. And these are the Macaron palettes by Viseart. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I feel like I am, but at the same time maybe I'm not. These are Petits palettes for spring. They are inspired by macarons. Sorry, inspired by macarons and high tea. There are 4 quads, and I honestly think they are pretty cute. And I was like kind of close to buying the purple one, because I feel like that is the one that makes the most sense. The blue one is not blue, it's 1 blue and 3 browns. I don't need that. The peach one is, I don't need that. It's 2 light mattes and 2 shimmers. I don't want that. The green could have been cute if that peachy shade was a dark green. Had that been a dark green, absolutely. I do not understand why it's a light green and then the peach. I don't understand that, but on the other hand, I'm not the blueprint that everyone's makeup style is like based on. So just because I don't understand why those 2 shades are on the same palette doesn't mean that nobody understands it. But for me, that was not like perfect. Do like the purple palette though, but then I remember I do have the Attendu, that like purple palette, and honestly those are some of the best purples I've ever tried in my life. So it just made me inspired to like bring that one out again, to be honest. Because it is so pretty. So I opted out because it's like, yes, these purples are beautiful, but they look exactly like purples I already own from Viseart and that I already know that I love. So for me, I opted out, but maybe this is perfect for you. I will link them down below. Like I said, they are available. There is is this like a, I don't know if it's a reformulation or if it's just a repackaging, but this is Uoma Beauty. Uoma? Is it Woma Beauty? I think so. This is the Stay Matte Foundation and Stay Woke Concealer, and they are just being repackaged. Yeah, repackaged into deluxe packaging and relaunching fragrance free. Okay, that's pretty cool. Did I think of that they had fragrances? I don't know about that. I really like this foundation. I think the foundation is a beautiful foundation. I have compared this foundation to the Natasha Denona Foundation X, which is the foundation that I'm wearing today. Can you tell how little I have left? I have like maybe a third left or something, maybe a fourth. There's not so much left in mine. This is very similar, but not as good longevity as Natasha Denona one, but it's a really good foundation. I didn't think about the fragrance. Maybe there was a fragrance and I didn't think about it. I'm not very sensitive towards fragrance, so that might be it. Really like the packaging. It looks beautiful. The concealer was nice, but not my favorite. But yeah, I think that this is really cool. And if you were looking for new foundation, like I said, I did really enjoy this one and I still have it in my collection. There is also it's called Festival Glow collection. I think this is like the spring collection from Kiko Milano. They usually do a really, really big spring collection. And this is no exception. There's like blushes and bronzers and highlighters and quads and like lipsticks. And they're like, it's a million different things. Kiko Milano, I really like adore a lot of the formulas from Kiko Milano, but they bore me. They bore me because they release the exact same things. Like, they're so predictable. They're so predictable. It's the same kind of packaging. They just change the color a little bit. It's the same kind of shades of like lipsticks and eyeshadows and blushes. It's all the same. I don't know. It looks beautiful, but like, I don't need more things like this from Kiko Milano because I've already bought the things that I like from Kiko Milano and they seem to not be releasing anything new. It's like I already own the things I like and it seems like they ran out of ideas and they just keep releasing the exact same collections again and again and again. Maybe it sells. Maybe this is for the people that like are so loyal and they just, I don't know, run out and buy more. I don't know, but it's obviously not for me because I'm like, I've seen these things, although there is a poof highlighter. I wonder if that is as good or if it's as bad as the Makeup Revolution or if it's as good as the Charlotte Tilbury, because Kiko Milano does do highlighters really good. I mean, this all looks very luxurious and very beautiful, but like, I've seen this. I feel like they need a new like creative direction, just someone to shake up the brand because they have such good formulas and everything just looks really nice, but it's just everything looks so familiar. Oh, this was released as well. I actually did buy this one. I have been buying so little makeup throughout May and the end of April, like so little makeup. But I actually did end up buying two things this week, and one of them is the new bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. They are now available on her site. I'm sure they're coming to Sephora soon as well. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Cream Bronzer. It is in 4 different shades. I did buy the medium one because I do have the medium one in her powder bronzer, so we're gonna see if they're comparable to each other. I saw that some people have made videos on them. I'm not gonna do a dedicated video, but I'll try it out and I'll review it for it, and I'll let you know if I think that this is a good cream bronzer, because I do feel like I have encountered some really good cream bronzers lately, like the Rem Beauty one, the ABH one. Like, there are some really good bronzers out there, so I want to see if this one is as well. I kind of like the imprint. I'm excited. I'm really excited. This was $55, which is kind of a typical Charlotte Tilbury price if we're gonna be totally honest, but I'm excited to try this out. I've had really good luck with most of the cheek products from Charlotte Tilbury, so yeah, it's gonna be really fun to try that one out. I'll try it out as soon as I have it. But that was like the one thing that I bought. Let's talk about the second thing that I bought, because like I said, I bought 2 things this week, and the other thing that I bought, I have it here somewhere. Hello, oh, here it is. I did buy things from the Half Magic beauty brand. This is the makeup brand that is launched by the head makeup artist at Euphoria, which is Donny Davy, and this has been released and it is available. So far it's only available on their site, but I am very intrigued by this. Not that I necessarily think, maybe I will be totally mistaken about this, but looking at the products, I was like, I don't know if any of these are going to be holy grail products for me, but if they are good quality products, I think that these could be the kind of products that I would reach for to complement looks, like add a little extra, like stuff like that. I feel like it is slightly reminiscent of the About Face brand. Like, it's more about the creativity, it's more about having fun, quirky, different, sparkly items, colorful, and it's not so much about the, you know, just looking pretty. It's more about having fun and being creative. I did buy the highlighter, I bought some gems, I think I bought like one of each, but I didn't buy the lip things though, because they only came in 2 colors and I didn't think that any of the colors looked good, and it seemed like it was those kind of liquid lipsticks that dry down completely, which wasn't really my style. But like, I bought a highlighter, I bought some eye colors, some glitter gel thingy-majiggy. Like, I'm excited. I'll try it out. I'll take one for the team. I'm gonna let you know if I think it's pretty or not. Am I cool enough to do a Euphoria makeup? Probably not. I am not gonna be like recreating Euphoria makeup. I'm gonna make this mine because I feel like that is important when you buy makeup. You're not like buying into the whole aesthetics of the brand. You are buying something because you think it's gonna fit you, because you think it's gonna fit the way that you do makeup. I mean, I want the makeup to work for me. I don't want the makeup to tell me how I need to do my makeup. So I'm gonna definitely try and make this mine. I do think that this is being delivered quite soon to me. I did actually buy, I don't know why. Why did I pay for express shipping? I don't have time to film with this. It's Thursday today and my whole Friday is already fully booked with things. And I said I'm not filming weekends. Why did I pay for express shipping? Nobody knows. It's one of those big mysteries of modern time, but I will film with it and I will have a video up next week in case you were interested in this brand. I took one for the theme and I pretty much bought one of each except the lip color. So that one is coming, it's coming soon. Should we also chat about the thing that I was aiming to buy? Like I had full intent on buying this, and this is the Serenity eyeshadow palette by Cosmic Brushes. This was released yesterday, and if you're following me on Instagram, you will know that I actually shared that the brand was sending this to me and they gave me a code. So if you do end up buying this palette, you can save 10% off using your code Angelica. Here's the thing. I had a zillion tags on this palette. It's been a really long time since I got as many tags in a makeup release as I have gotten in this palette. And that shows me that that is something that you are extremely interested in. You want to see this. So I went to the brand, I pressed follow, and it turned out that they were already following me, and I sent them a message and I was like, it seems like my audience is super interested in seeing me review this palette. You say it's releasing soon. Can I get a little insider information on what date you're aiming for so that I don't miss the release, because I would love to review it and purchase it. That's how I reached out. And it turned out that she had already DM'd me, and I was also apologizing that I didn't see that, because if you ever DM me and I don't see it, I'm sorry. My DMs are the Hunger Games. Like, it is intense. I'm trying to keep up the best I can, but I am a one-woman show and sometimes things just get pushed to the side. My DM at Instagram definitely is that, and Cosmic Brushes for sure has seen that, because I did not see her DM until 1 year later when I was asking her about the release date. And she was like, I'll send it to you. And I am super, super, super grateful because like I reached out because I wanted to buy it. So I am very intrigued in this release and I will be doing a video on this. She actually sent it to me via express shipping, and I think that this just looks super cool. So it says it's being delivered to me on Friday, which is the day that this video is going up. And if it is indeed delivered to me on Friday, I will make it my week's mission to get a video up on this before I take the weekend off. So if it is delivered, look forward to a video on Friday. If it was delivered later, it's gonna be on Monday, because like I said, I'm gonna make weekends a little bit holy. But if you are interested in this palette, remember that you can get some money off if you use my code. I also wanted to talk about this one. This looks very, very cool and a little bit different to what LH Cosmetics has before. And this is the Daybreak palette, and it's a shaping light liquid highlighter. This liquid highlighter is just meant to, I think, make your skin look dewy. She did say that she was sending these to me. I guess they'll show up soon. I'll do something with it because I really like this color story. And she said that this palette's color scheme is inspired by how the sky looks when day breaks in Nordic countries, which is very true. It's usually really pale, icy pastels, and then the contrast with the sharp black. So I really feel like she captured the essence of the daybreak in Nordic countries really well. I really like this color story, and that pop of that like icy pastel blue in this like moody color story is everything. So I'm very intrigued in me trying this out as well. I don't know if I'm gonna do a dedicated video or if I'm gonna do a like trying new makeup. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know what you think, because maybe I can do a full video of LH Cosmetics, because I have basically everything except like, of course, concealer foundation, because they haven't released that. But yeah, let me know what you would like to see, because I love LH Cosmetics. I feel like it's such a good brand. They have such good quality products, and yeah, I'm super excited to be trying that one out. Let's get into the weekly Colourpop segment. I also did get quite a few tags in this one, and I think it's so funny. It is, I mean, I realized that it's because I moved to Texas, and this is like a cowboy inspired release. I honestly, this is the Wild and Sexy One and Done palette. This is already available at Colourpop. This is a half neutral, half pink palette. I kind of don't hate it, but at the same time, I don't think I want it for myself. I mean, if I want bright pinks, I can reach into my Hella palette. If I want bright pinks, that's usually where I go. And neutrals are all fine and dandy, but I actually have added some neutral palettes in my collection lately, so I don't feel like I need this. But I don't hate I think it's the theming that gets me, because I'm like, maybe I want a cowboy themed makeup. Maybe I'll get one of the blushes. I don't know, because there's like a couple of things in this collection. Again, I do think this collection could have been taken down a little bit. There are some of those glitter gels though, and it's in the minis, so you get a mini jar, and I think you buy it as a trio, right? And you get 3 different shades. This, like these glitter gels from Colourpop, is so far my favorite way of adding glitter to my looks. So if you wanted to try some glitter, I know they're not meant like eye safe, but I use them around my eyes. Use them with caution. Make sure you know what you're doing. If you feel unsure, definitely don't use them around your eyes. But if you were looking for some glitter gels, here you can get 3 minis in 3 different colors, and I really like the quality of the Colourpop ones. I'm not gonna pick this up because I don't need another neutral palette. Maybe one of the blushes, just because I think the theming is so cute, but I feel like this is one of those things that, have they done something similar before? I'm sure they have. At least it's a fun theme. And I'm being very partial here because I realize it's only because it's a cowboy theme, and I'm like, I still haven't seen any cowboys. Where do you have to go in Texas? Can I get the ranch experience? Like, where do you go? Where do you go? Give me some help. But yeah, I don't hate it, but it's definitely not for me. Is it a little bit redundant? Yeah, sure. At least it's a new theme. What can I say? We didn't talk about the Nabla release last week. As that video had gone live, I still haven't seen exactly what it was about, but it is the Angel Aura Radiant Plumping Serum Primer. Gives a radiant finish and creates a plumped and lifted result. I have seen them use this on models, or I've seen like try-ons on their Instagram, and it truly looks really beautiful. I never use a shimmering like stuff like that on my face though. I'm not a dewy primer kind of a person, and I feel like this is what this is. Radiant serum primer, right? I'm very intrigued to see some reviews though. If somebody does a review, I'm definitely going to be looking at it. I don't think it's for me though, but I will say the way that they used it on models, it looked really pretty. Sephora brand is releasing some new mini eyeshadow palettes, and these are, I mean, obviously not made for me, which is perfectly fine. Not everything has to be made for me, but none of these palettes really were calling my name. I did do a full face of Sephora brand lately, Sephora collection. I never remember if it's Sephora collection or Sephora, I think it's Sephora collection. I do have that video on my channel in case you're interested in seeing what's worth trying and what's worth skipping when it comes to Sephora brand. When it comes to their eyeshadows, I will say I didn't hate their eyeshadow, but I definitely wasn't blown away. I don't think that their eyeshadow is the best thing in their collection by far. So for me, when it comes to eyeshadows, like I realized that they're probably the most affordable eyeshadow at Sephora, but I still think that for equal price at Ulta, you can get something at better quality. That's just what I think. But I do think that they have a couple of quite a bunch of things at Sephora collection that are actually like really, really good products. I just don't know if eyeshadow is their star product. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's also not super exciting. This is something that I am 1,000,000% gonna pick up as soon as it is. I think it is available at Benefit's site, and these are the new blushes. This is the Wonderful World blush collection. These are 11 new shades of blushes. I actually like this. Benefit is known for their blushes. I'm really happy that they're just overhauling their entire blush collection, because a lot of their blushes just were made for like 1 or 2 skin tones, and I'm happy to see that they're not, instead of just adding 1 or 2 shades, they're just scrapping most of them and just redoing and doing it better. I'm not 1,000,000% in love with the box packaging, But I will say there is a shimmering orange here that is called Butterfly, and I am 1,000,000% getting that one. I think some of the tried and true are still here. I know Dandelion is still here. That's a favorite for a lot of people. That is too light on my skin tone, but I know a lot of people with fair skin tone think that that is the perfect blush. But I'm definitely getting that Butterfly one. It looks really pretty, and I might even pick up one of those more bricky ones as well. I think that these look nice. I've always liked the quality of Benefit blushes, but none of the colors that they have had has ever been for me. And now there's a shimmering orange, and I am so excited. Definitely 10 out of 10 getting that one. I do get some PR from Benefit, but it's usually not like new releases like that, so I'm gonna pick this one up as soon as I see it at Sephora Ulta. It is available at Benefit though, in case you are dying to get it right now. Speaking of Sephora and Ulta, there is a new product release from Forever Mood. They're releasing 4 new candles. It is Sun, Kiss and Tell, Leave Me Be, Sweet Wave, and Thirst Trapping. I'm actually burning one of, I think these are the spring candles. I'm actually burning that down here. It's one with pineapple. It smells really, really nice. One here is watermelon, apple, pineapple, raspberry, apricot, cotton candy, and vanilla. That really. Oh, and one is a sea green, citrus, wild sage, driftwood. Sugared banana? Oh, say less. Say less. Is this gonna be a set? Can you buy all of them? Is it gonna, like... Listen, did you watch my haul where I said I'm not buying any more candles? I swear Jackie Aina is gonna get me with these candles. Watch me buy all of them. Another thing that is coming to Sephora soon, I'm guessing those Forever Mood candles will come into Sephora. This is something that I'm also very excited about, and I did get a bunch of tags on this one as well. And there's been a sneak peek from Gwen Stefani's line, Give Beauty, which seems that she is actually releasing her lipstick in a nude color. And that is what I predicted when I did my video, that she's probably gonna like expand and just release that lipstick formula in new colors, because the lipstick formula is awesome. Awesome. 10 out of 10. I am definitely getting this shade. I'm definitely getting a nude shade because I really like the lipstick shade, but I especially like the formula, and I am definitely getting that nude color. I wonder if she's releasing only one color or more. I'm getting that. Like, there's no doubt about it. Definitely getting it. I don't know when it's coming, but trust me, this bitch is getting it. There's also an upcoming release from Rem Beauty. I did have a video about Rem Beauty as well when I was trying it out, just seeing if it's as bad as people say. Spoiler alert, I don't think it is. And this is new concealers coming, and apparently it's full coverage. That's coming soon, both to their website and Ulta. I could be, do you want me to try that? Like, I'll try it. I've been into concealers. I do have pretty wrinkly under eyes. I have a lot of fine lines under my eyes, so I could definitely be a good candidate to try this and see, like, does it work on someone that's like not older but like not 19. I will let you know more about that as soon as I know more, but I thought it was interesting that that was something that was like coming soon. There's also some new, and these are available now. Do I want to try this? Okay, so these are some Shadow Blocks eyeshadow palette. They call it palette. It's like stacked shadows. It looks like those, what are they called? Those the Kasha Beauty ones, the bento boxes, and these seem like that. And there are 3 different shadows, but these are from Maybelline, so these are from the drugstore. These are $10 each, and there's a couple of different shades. Look at them with a dark green matte. Could that be something? Could that be something? Oh, these are inspired by NYC. Speaking of NYC, guess where I'm going soon? Do I want that? Do I want that green one? Is that available? Watch me buy that after this has been filmed. This is an upcoming palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the All I Ever Wanted Volume 2 palette. They did have one palette with all like multichromes and duochromes, which is, I mean, very expensive, a palette like that to have. But this one is gonna be available. Oh, is this already available? This might be available already. This is filled with multichromes and duochromes. If you're the kind of person that just want to have those special shades, you just want to play in those special shades, this might be for you. They do have a volume 1 and now they have a volume 2. It looks really pretty. I am not that person that really needs or wants a big shimmery palette. Like, I love adding, like, I have shimmers on today. I love adding shimmers to a look, but I feel like for me, I love when a palette is matte heavy over being shimmer heavy. So for me, it's not perfect, but I know there's a bunch of you out there where you're like, I already have my mattes, I just want to have special fun shades. Maybe this is for you. I will link it down below. It is available now. I also do have a code with Unearthly Cosmetics and my code is Angelica. I also did have a video on Unearthly Cosmetics on Tuesday where I was showing you the palette that they released before. I was a little late on that, but if you were interested in that, I also am showing their gel multi-chromes, and I'm also showing all their blushes and highlighters that they released. So if you were looking to maybe watch how those are as well, that video is already up. I will say that I love the yellowy greens in here. You know how I feel about yellows and greens. Those are really pretty. Oh, and that peach. Okay, I like the color selection in this one. There's some really, really nice colors in here. There's also a new Skinfluencer Foundation Balm by SheGlam Beauty. You know that foundation balms are popping off when even SheGlam is releasing. You know that I've said before that I haven't like been the biggest fan of SheGlam because I don't like the business model of Shein. They did actually send me some PR and I'm not 1,000,000% sure how they did that because I haven't talked to them. I didn't give them my address. Maybe they got them for my management. I don't know. But they have sent me some PR. I do have some things from them. If you want me to try them, I could. I haven't even showed you because it's like I didn't ask to be put on their PR list. I will say the shade selection of these balms seems to be a pretty good shade range. 30 shades, full coverage, lightweight, buildable, longwear, $8.49 each. I don't know how I feel. I'm not typically against all like fast fashion brands because I don't shop fast fashion like they want me to shop fast fashion. Like and you've seen that. Sometimes I will put like, because I always put in my description box or in the pinned comment what I'm wearing, and I will literally put like dress, H&M, old, because it's old. Like, if I buy something, it's usually because I love it and I'll wear it for years. I actually do not shop that much clothes at all, but I just don't like the idea of how they want us to shop fast fashion, the way that they're just updating thousands and thousands of products each month or maybe even each week, and I'm not all about. But let me know how you feel. I realize that a lot of people out there are just looking for an affordable option because makeup can really do get pricey, and I 1,000,000% recognize that. I think this is from like probably a Ulta magazine that's like circulating. So this is like upcoming releases from Morphe and Colourpop. I don't know more about this than what I have here, but it seems like Morphe is releasing a Up Till Dawn collection, which is an eyeshadow palette and a coconut scented glow getter for face and lips. This eyeshadow palette, honestly, I love the color. I mean, it's pinks and greens. Obviously, I love the color scheme, but I think it could have been edited down a little bit. I think I would have loved this palette more if it had been one of those 12-pan palettes. Like, I feel like, I mean, obviously I feel that because that's what I created, but I feel like they could have made a really nice curated color story if they had just done a 12-pan palette instead of a 35-pan palette. Ooh, my camera so rudely interrupted me by cutting off the power, but what I wanted to say that I just think that a 35-pan palette, and I pretty much always think that a 35-pan palette is just a little bit too big, and this would honestly have made a really cute 12-pan palette. There are some new quads coming from Colourpop, and it seems to be a Colourpop Sure Thing collection. There are eyeshadow quads, glossy lip stains, and Super Shock highlighters. I do love a good Super Shock highlighter, but I've just bought a few. Maybe I don't need more. I really, really love the quads from Colourpop, and that blue one is really pretty, but I do own a similar blue one from Colourpop already, and I really, really do like it. So do I need another one? Absolutely not. But if you think that any of these quads look nice, I can attest to that the quads from Colourpop, they are really nice quality. I have really been enjoying the ones that I've been trying. I feel like this is a really good release for summer, and this is from Supergoop, and this is the Lip Screen Sheer SPF 30. It is an invisible, nourishing lip balm stick that glides on smoothly to give lips moisture and cushiony softness with UV and environmental protection. And Listen, sunscreen for your lips is so important. Just ask Heather Austin what happened when we were in Cancun. But no, honestly, sunscreen for your lips, it's so important. Make sure to protect your lips as well. I do think that it's really smart for them to release a separate product like this, because a lot of people, including me, really do enjoy the Supergoop sunscreens. And to release a separate lip product is a good way of reminding people to protect your lips as well. I think that this is really cool. Might actually be something that I would want to invest in. Honestly, now that I think of it, maybe. I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all. Let's end this with talking about the fact that Bite Beauty is closing down. Sometimes when big things like this happen in the makeup community, I tend to do separate videos on them talking about them. I didn't do that with Bite Beauty for the simple reason that I never really got into Bite Beauty. Bite Beauty was not available where I was living. I think Bite Beauty was available in the UK, but definitely was not available in Sweden. I think I could order from the website the last couple of years and they would ship it to me. But I know that in the beginning they didn't even ship to me because there were either ingredients or claims with the products that didn't combine well with the legislation in the EU, and therefore I don't think they were able to ship it to us. That might also be a reason why they decided to do the reformulation, because they went vegan, and I think that that is also when they started shipping worldwide. I could be wrong about this. I could definitely be wrong about this. But there is actually quite a lot of products that have a different formulation in EU versus the US because of different legislations and stuff like that. I don't care about clean beauty. I'm personally not vegan. I don't mind if products are vegan. I do enjoy a vegan formula over a non-vegan formula. Definitely if I can choose between the two. But when it comes to vegan formula, I don't care about lanolin, which was the ingredient Bite Beauty got rid of. I also don't care about beeswax, because I think that both of those ingredients are ingredients that you can get a hold of from the animal kingdom without actually hurting the animals. You said you can. I'm not saying it always happened, but you can. So therefore, those are not ingredients that I personally am trying to avoid for that reason. I think that Bite Beauty, if I'm going to be 1,000,000% honest, I think Bite Beauty was a little bit unlucky. They were a brand that was sold in stores, which probably means that a lot of the sales that they're doing is based on people seeing the gondola, going up to the gondola, wanting to buy the products, and their reformulation happened late 2019. And we all know what happened 2020, so this was not the best time really, because when they had just rolled out everything and probably had a lot of releases stacked up of things that they were going to release with the brand, the shit show started, and we've just been in full-on confused mode since. I also have heard from a lot of people that the reformulations of different things, including the lip mask, that was not up to par to their old formulation, and it's always bad news for a brand when a reformulation is a worse formulation than what they had before. So I think that maybe it's always nice to be like, we're going vegan, we're going whatever you want, but make sure that you're not doing that before you actually really nail the formula, and that you have a formula that is as good as the old one. Because I don't know if the amount of people that were excited about the brand going vegan filled in the gap with the consumers that they lost because of the formulation not being as good as it was before. I don't think that they're like closing the doors at an exact date. At least I haven't heard one yet. Everything is like up to 50% right now. If there was something that you wanted to get, me personally, I never really got into the brand. I'm not gonna start now. But if you were wanting to get some Bite Beauty products, maybe you have a staple that you want to get a backup of, do not get backups of stuff that you don't go through. Don't get a backup of a lipstick. Listen. Don't get a backup of your lipstick. You don't need that. You're gonna find a new favorite before you go through this one. Don't do that. I'm talking like a backup of like a mascara. Something you go through. Be smart. Don't buy backups of stuff that you don't go through. I also wanted to say, like, if you want interest in that, I will link it up below. I'm not surprised to see them go, because there hasn't been a lot of buzz around them and they have been discounted for quite some time. I did want to let you know though that the owners or the creators of Bite Beauty, the Bite Beauty lip bars, they're still going to be open though. If you enjoy going to those, they're still going to be open. They even announced that they're going to open more locations. So If you're still open to creating your own lipstick, that's still going to be an option. I have heard though, whispers in the corridors, that the people that created Bite Beauty, maybe it's one person, maybe it's more, they're also the creator of this brand that's called Elixir Lips. I don't know if that is 100% true or not. That is the rumors that I've heard. Correct me if I'm wrong. I did hear it from an influencer. I don't even know which influencer I heard it from, but I wanted to let you know in case you were hoping to find similar formulas. I will link their Instagram account down below in case that is something that is interesting to you. And I think that's gonna be everything for today. I am gonna take a lunch break. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day. Don't forget that we're doing the member live chat for tier 2 and 3. We're doing that tomorrow morning. Before I start my day off at the pool, I'm gonna be having a little bit of chat with a bunch of you, and I just hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you're able to have a somewhat relaxing weekend. And I will see you again in the Cosmic Brushes video, of course. That's probably coming later today. Or I will see you on Monday. Or I will see you in the chat. Just know that I'll see you soon because I love being here. Bye!